One of the ways that we see God working continually in our church is through the power of community in our church family. Let me just tell you something really cool. In the past several months, we've had 2 different families move to Joliet in order to be closer to our church and their church family. In addition to that, there's an individual in process who's moving all the way from Chicago to Joliet in order to be closer to the church that they now call home as well, right here at Mosaic Community. In fact, I've had the privilege of helping 2 of these families move right here to Joliet. It was a joy to see all of that come together. And let me just share a couple quotes from the families and what they've said about moving here. One family said, "We've never experienced a church family like the one we have at Mosaic Community. We've been blessed and seen others bless people in our church, and it's grown us in our walk with Jesus. We wanted to move closer so we can be a blessing and hopefully open our home and our resources to bless others." And I love this last part. Mosaic isn't just a church we go to anymore. It's our church. Now listen to an individual from one of the other couples that moved here. They said, "I am grateful that God moved my family to Joliet. I can see His fingerprint on every minute of our journey. We feel that God kept us on the edge of this city to grow our desire for the people of Joliet. We always wondered what it would be like to live here. Well, now we know. It's way better than we had imagined." And of course, they're saying that because they're closer to the church, they're engaging in community more than they've ever been able to, and they're experiencing the power of community like so many others are experiencing every week in our church. And it's our desire that everybody here would experience the love and the care and the intimacy that comes from developing relationships with other brothers and sisters in Christ. And let me tell you, the best way to do that at Mosaic Community is getting involved in a community group. And let me encourage you, if you're not in a community group yet, let us help you do that. Community groups will help you grow in your relationship with Jesus as you develop relationships with His people. And you can learn more about community groups and engage in one by going to our website and registering, or on our church app, or you can get a hold of Pastor Darren directly as well. And just know, we would love to hear from you in the comments below. If you've been uniquely impacted by your church family right here at Mosaic Community, would you encourage some others? Would you share that? Share a little sentence or a little story about how you've been uniquely impacted at our church, so others who maybe haven't experienced that yet could hear from you and be encouraged to engage in the ways that you have. Now let me encourage you to tune in next week, and we're going to talk about another way that the Lord is working every single week at Mosaic Community.